You know the Cubans are struggling like we did in the American Revolution?
Really? I did not think about it that way.
Do you see this?
No, what is it?
It is the New York Journal. There is an article about how the Spanish are feeding the Cubans to sharks and dogs.
Oh my, look at what the New York World is describing Cuba. Blood on the roadsides, blood on the fields, blood on the doorsteps, blood, blood, blood.
Really? That is what the world is saying.
Well, if this does not end soon, the United States might have to intervene in the war.
We Spanish will offer you Cubans the right to your own government, but only if you remain part of our empire.
We refuse to listen to you. We want full independence.
I will send the Maine to Havana in case we have to start evacuating Americans.
How can they talk about McKinley in this manner?
Maine explodes in the harbor of Havana. The press blames Spain.
Remember the Maine! Remember the Maine!
McKinley needs to declare war.
McKinley has no more backbone than a chocolate eclair.
We need to go to war.
If McKinley does not go to war, the Democrats might win the presidency in the 1900s.
April 1st. I need authorization to use the force to end the conflict in Cuba.
We declare Cuba independent. Spain, if you do not leave this island, the president has all the authority to use armed force.
We declare war.
I fear that our troops are poorly trained. All I know is that the war will be decided overseas. If we can defeat Spain's fleet, then the Spanish will not be able to send supplies to their troops in Cuba, and that is when they will have to surrender. We must stop the Spanish fleet from sailing east to the United States.
We took you and your advisors by surprise. We conquered Manila Bay.
What a shock, Commodore. We are trying to prepare the troops to send to the Philippines. We captured Guam.
We are in this together against Spain. We're allies.
There is something suspicious about the Americans.
Emilio and his forces are not allowed in the city.
I knew it. I'm done with these Americans.
This harbor is well protected by strong shore-based guns, Americans.
We must capture those shore guns to drive these Spanish off to the Cuban waters where an American fleet awaits them. Thank you to all who accompanied us in these attacks.
Vamonos.
Cuba will be given its freedom as promised. Guam and Puerto Rico is given by the Spanish for annexation. What will happen to the Philippines?
I am not sure, but one night late it came to me this way, that we cannot give them back to the Spanish. That would be cowardly and dishonorable. We cannot turn them over to France or Germany. That would be bad for business. We cannot leave them to themselves. They are unfit for self-government, and there is nothing left for us to do but to take them all and to educate the Filipinos.
Cuba will be an independent country. We will possess Puerto Rico, and Guam also will pay you $20 million for the Philippines. Now for Puerto Rico, I will pass the 4-Acre Act. which will make the Puerto Rico an unincorporated territory. Puerto Ricans will not be United States citizens, but Congress will be able to pass any act they want for Puerto Rico.
We must take steps to secure your independence by the Platt Amendment. 1. You cannot make any treaties with any other nation that would weaken your independence or allow another foreign power to gain territory in Cuba. 2. You have to allow the United States to buy or lease naval stations in Cuba. 3. Your debts have to be kept low to prevent foreign countries from landing troops to enforce payment. 4. The United States will have the right to intervene to protect Cuban independence and keep order.
We don't know about this, but if it grants us independence, then therefore we accept it.